So Derek Queen has been unbelievable as a rookie. Absolutely unbelievable. And he has put up the first 30-point triple-double for a rookie big ever. The youngest player to ever score or have a 30-point triple-double, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And he's doing it at the center position. This guy is absolutely, like, he is JOKIC light. And it's one of those weird things where it's like, you've got to be almost Jokic level good, or you could be maybe a net negative to your team. He's probably, look, is he more advanced than Jokic was as a rookie? He's getting more opportunities. But for me, if you're asking me, does Derek Queen have more potential than Zion Williamson? Yes. Absolutely. Derek Queen plays like some weird, like, I think the more I watch him play, a lot of people, again, they're calling him Jokic light. I was like, man, I actually think he's Boris. He's a bigger and better scoring Boris Diaw. Just the way he plays the game, I think it's more closely resembles a Boris Diaw than it does Nikola Jokic. But at the same time, this guy absolutely he just gets basketball. And I always love watching him play, because if you're just looking at these clips, you're looking, the ball gets him on the wing. Yep. No, let me just go right through you. It really doesn't matter. Like, he's averaging most assists by rookie center in the last 50 years. Like, this game, it's just easy. It's just easy. Like, you're not seeing Derek Queen going out there and doing anything crazy. You're just seeing him play really good basketball. And that's the thing where it's like, you're seeing now, because of the rise of Jokic, how big, like, the brain is, and how it's like, you don't have to be the most athletic player in the world. You don't have to be the biggest. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the strongest. And there's still a level of respect there from the fans. There is still a level of respect there from the fans. Because maybe pre-Jokic there mightn't have been, because, oh, these players will never win. Oh, they're too slow. But now it's like, okay, shit. Maybe just being better at basketball than everybody else is going to help. And for me, that really bodes well in the draft for someone like a Koa Pete, who maybe has a lot of red flags at the NBA level. And by the way, Derek Queen, if you guys remember Derek Queen around the time of about this time last year, a lot of draft talk, there was like every metric says Derek Queen should be the first pick in the draft. But it's like, you watch him play and you're like, oh, he has all these weaknesses, but they could, like, he was projected to go anywhere between 4 and 20 in the draft. No one knew what team wanted him because of all the apparent weaknesses. But sometimes you just look at who the player is. You just look at someone being really good at basketball, and you kind of have to forget about the fact that, okay, yeah, maybe he's not the biggest vertical athlete. He's not the greatest at anything, but like, this is a center going between the legs, breaking somebody's ankles, going coast to coast and laying it in for an and one. Does he need to jump? Hell no. Is he more athletic than Jokic? Yeah. Like, look, like, they are the type of things where it's like, you don't speed him up. He plays his own game. He sees the passes. He waits for plays to be done. Like, that situation there, he's waiting for that. That's not an easy pass to throw. He makes it look easy, especially for a big man. And that's the thing, like, he's able to play this almost point center role. He's running the pick and roll as a ball handler, spin in, doesn't matter, let me hit that floater. Like, he's running, he can play as a wing, he's the size of a center. Again, when he gets that three ball going, he's never going to be Jokic. Look, Jokic is a different level. Jokic is basically leading the league in true shooting percentage. As a guy who only exclusively takes tough shots. There'll never be another Jokic. Like, Jokic is in one of those weird, like, Jokic is so good that if you made the argument, you can't use the career greatness, but if you made the argument that Jokic is the best player to ever play the sport of basketball, you're not crazy. Like, I don't think he is, but it's like, I would say, like, Jokic, if you made the argument that you believed he's the best player in basketball, you're not nuts for thinking that. I don't agree with you, but you're not crazy. He's not going to be Jokic good, but like he could be Sabonis good. He could definitely be Şengün good in terms of like the quote unquote baby Jokic archetypes. Like he could be like Jokic is always going to be Charizard. He could be Charmeleon. These other guys might be Charmander. He could definitely be Charmeleon. Like that is so impressive. That is so impressive what he's able to do in general in this game. And I know his team sucks. I don't really care, to be honest. If the only problem with Derik Queen is that at the start there was what they did with him in the draft. Like what they gave up to get Derik Queen is the only problem with Derik Queen. If they just took Derik Queen at 7, like no one's questioning whether or not he would still go 7 in a redraft. Absolutely. And by the way, I don't understand the Cedric Coward over Derik Queen takes. Cedric Coward goes 5, Derik Queen goes 8 in a redraft. I'm like, man, Derik Queen might go fucking 3 in a redraft. Like the only players I'm for sure in this draft taking over Derik Queen are Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper. There's nobody else in this draft I'm for sure taking over Derik Queen. And this is coming from somebody who was not high on Derik Queen pre-draft. I don't know, like you kind of get a bit bogged down on archetypes and what has worked in the past for other teams and other players, and then what hasn't worked. So like when you start to get bogged down on archetypes, which look, I'm absolutely guilty of doing. I think a lot of people are guilty of doing it as well. A lot of people are guilty of it. And you look and you're like, oh, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this. But that being said, you have to always look at what he does do. And sometimes, honestly, for me, it's we look too much at what a player doesn't do. And it's especially again with players like Jokic, with players like Derik Queen, even a Colin Murray Boyles to an extent. Like he's been good. Like I think he got drafted in and around about where he was in a fine position. But like in the draft process, watching him shoot the ball in drills, I'm like, man, I'm iffy taking this guy as a first round pick. But I'm like, he's just really good at basketball. So I think in this draft, how well Derik Queen's playing for me probably goes and like that probably shoots up Koa Pete's draft stock, because I know they're not exactly similar type of players, but Koa Pete is one of those guys that is like, he's just really effing good at basketball. And it's one of those things again that you're looking here at Queen, who is exceptional. He's just so good at the sport of basketball. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.